Okay. Blue blood. Okay, so either we are way, way, way in the future, or this is like another planet, and she, in fact, is not human. We know of the Kree through Guardians of the Galaxy, was it?
Lose control again, and you'll have to commune with a supreme intelligence. There's nothing more dangerous to a warrior than emotion.
I like that idea.
Humor is a distraction.
Scroll attack.
Has anyone ever seen
Scroll.
what intelligence really looks like?
No one can look upon the supreme and
And how exactly does this fit into what's happening currently in Marvel? We're just being like surprisingly introduced to a new character.
intelligence in its truth.
Must be another scroll attack.
Whatever it is big.
Has the scroll ever simmed you?
Once. It was deeply.
Is he playing the same character that he was playing in Guardians of the Galaxy, or is this, or are they just reusing him and casting him in a completely different like thing?
Disturbing.
Why?
Because I stared into the face of my mortal.
I mean, obviously, as of right now, the filmed beautifully. Special effects are on literal 10 right now.
Enemy and the face staring back. I'm not laughing.
You never laugh.
I laugh on the inside. I'm not doing that now.
Well, no one really has laughed.
You're quite handsome.
Well, thank you.
Listen up, team. Knock it
There
off.
it goes.
Right. Prepare.
Bro, she smiled one time and the man walked in and said, "Knock it off." Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Where are we going with this, guys? Let's just let this progress.
4.
Yeah, those ships look similar, somewhat. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Okay, so this is obviously like kind of in the same realm as them.
Maybe a dozen.
Minerva.
Do you read me? Does anybody copy?
Oh, they're scrambling your signal. They know you're there. Okay. That's a thing. So if they can look like everyone.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
That's right.
Oh no. Oh no, it's one of these, isn't it? It is, isn't it, guys? Something tells me this movie did terribly. Without even like, we're 17 minutes in, and based off of this, that initial comment right there, I know this movie most likely did terrible. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and forecast it. I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about rating, right? Because obviously this is Marvel. It's canon. I'm guessing, hopefully, and it's within the actual, the Marvel watch order. So people actually, they watched it. I'm not talking about the amount of people who watched it. I want to know the reviews on this movie. Something tells me that it wasn't. It wasn't amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and forecast that, but we're gonna go ahead and see. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong here, guys. I promise you, I hope I'm wrong. But okay, hopefully they didn't spend all of this money on this movie for it to flop, bro. All right, let's go.
Where's yours?
Wonderful view, isn't it?
I prefer the view from up there.
You'll get there soon enough, Ace.
Wait, that's her. Get her back.
Stand by.
That was a woman that she basically conjured up as the Supreme Intelligence.
Sound familiar?
This is someone who meant something to her, eh?
What did you do to me?
Now we're just after a little information.
What did you put in my head?
Nothing wasn't already there.
But those aren't my memories.
Yeah, it's like a bad trip in there. I'm not surprised you can't keep it straight. They really did a number on you.
All right, so it sounds like she was human. One of these individuals walked up to her with a firearm of some sorts. Most likely, they took her to some random planet, wiped her memory, and what you're encountering, what we just saw, was her actual life, right? So she initially was human, and now she's something else.
Enough of your mind games. What do you...
I think my big concern here is that if she was human, why exactly is her blue still blood? Blue blood. What am I talking about? Why exactly is her blood still blue? Right? Does she no longer breathe oxygen? Is not an oxygen-rich area enough for the blood to turn red? What's happening here, guys? Right? Like, what exactly is? Why is her blood blue? Why? Blockbuster. What year is this? 90s, maybe?
Sort of. The movie theater has its own guy.
Where can I find communications equipment?
Radio Shack. Bro, I'm just personally surprised he could even get a word out.
That code was buried in his unconscious.
The scrolls messed with my mind. The machine that they used, I think it's how they extracted Solar's code.
Beers, where are you?
I'm on planet C-53.
Excuse me, miss. You know anything about a lady blowing a hole through the roof of that Blockbuster over there? Witness says she was dressed.
Is this like a parallel universe, guys?
For laser tag.
Oh.
Or maybe this is, well, if this is the 90s, he didn't lose. Okay.
Yeah, I think she went that way.
Was that a mint condition Caprice? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Obviously, right. That was a woman that she passed. When did that even happen? When did they switch?
You're lighting up, honey, huh?
Honey, huh? Bro, okay.
Nice scuba suit.
This almost feels like a fantasy, right? I mean, obviously it is a fantasy, but it's like a fantasy within a fantasy, almost, guys. Let's continue.
You're lighting up, honey, huh? Got a smile for me?
Jesus Christ. Okay. How dare you tell this young lady to smile? How dare you do that? Smile? No. You can't just walk up to a woman and say, tell her to smile a little bit. You know, you can't do that. How dare you do that? You're a bad guy. All right. Oh, she ignores you? And because she doesn't have any interest in what you're saying, you call her a freak? How dare you?
You didn't need that, did you?
No, I didn't, but I enjoyed it.
Okay, your turn. Prove you're not a scroll. And how is that supposed to prove to me you're not a scroll?
Right. I was wondering also, but...
It's a photon blast.
Okay.
And?
A scroll can't do that.
How does he know that?
So, a full-bird colonel turns
How would he know that?
spy turned shield agent must have pretty high security clearance. Where's Pegasus?
That a 96 Impala SS?
Okay. The Skrull sim alien races to not Nick, just Fury.
What does your mom call you?
Fury?
What do you call her?
Fury.
What about your kids?
If I have them, they'll call me Fury.
You're cleared for access.
Thank you.
Okay. That's one way to do it. Okay. A joint project. You got some Jeep JKs in the back there. Not JK, XJ. The Cherokees.
Oh, hold up.
Like this was like the end of like decently built cars.
You look like somebody's disaffected niece.
You got it. That was a solid foreshadow earlier.
You sat there and watched me play with tape when all you had to do was...
I didn't want to steal your thunder.
What was the target audience for this film, guys? Something is incredibly strange about that cat.
Lawson's plan for the Lightspeed engine.
You men stay here.
Yes, sir.
I want to question her alone. Excellent work, Nicholas.
Excellent work, Nick. No one calls me Nicholas. Everyone calls me Fury. Right? So obviously now we now know that individual is in fact a Skrull shapeshifter.
It sounds like Skrull simulation, Viz.
No, it's not because I remember I was here.
Stop. Remember your training. Know your enemy.
Don't trust him. Of course not. Why would you trust a man? That's weird. Guys, come on.
Right. Like we didn't amount.
He just tested you and you failed. Right. Was slightly worried there for a second here, guys, but
That agent that stopped the Skrulls from finding us?
Coulson, the new guy. Guess he doesn't hate me yet.
the rookie.
Yeah, well, give him time.
TJ.
Well, I won't tell your boss if you don't tell mine.
I think you both need to have a couple of like serious conversations with both of your bosses. Honestly.
They are lost for now, but we will find them.
Do so.
Yeah, and that was the only real representation of the Kree that we knew up until the beginning of this film here.
Maintain the course for C3.
And that's why I was like, oh, these guys are weird. Why are we watching them?
I kept all your stuff. I'll go get it.
You want to give her a hand with that?
Yeah, bro, go take care of the child. How dare you think you could be here for an adult conversation?
Back then, we had to get up so early. The Air Force still wasn't letting women fly combat, so
Of course not.
planes was our only shot at doing something that mattered. You wanted to race to base, and you rode a Mustang.
You know, you really should be kinder to your neighbors. You never know when you're gonna need to borrow some sugar. Okay, that's a fair point. But I'm sure that you'll understand. I had to take some precautions. I saw you crush 20 of my best men with your hands bound. I just want to talk.
Last time we talked, I ended up hanging from my ankles.
Skill that kind of allows me to get into places I'm not supposed to be.
Call me young lady again, I'm gonna put my foot in a place it's not supposed to be.
What's happening?
It's loading.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't, bro. I don't miss that at all. Okay, it looks like at least 2 megabytes, guys.
-47, 8 point.
It's blue.
Yeah, but how's my hair? Help me out, will you?
Okay.
I gotta destroy it before they get here.
The main issue is that shouldn't the person in the front have taken a lot more of the hit than the person in the back is? How is she more damaged than her?
We have no interest in hurting you.
No? Because all the shooting got.
Because like, wouldn't her body have to already be strong enough to withstand the force of that? No, we've encountered a lot of like super fantastical ways, right? Origin stories for a lot of these superheroes, guys. Super fantastical, but at least they were slightly flushed out. This doesn't feel like it was flushed out at all. It feels like they literally rushed the premise of this, because we're missing something. I feel like we're missing something. Because if it is a light speed engine, let's say, the power of said light speed engine would absolutely destroy a regular human. Okay, not allow the human to exist while just delivering powers to a person. Oh my God, guys.
What do I understand now?
Yonrod killed Marvel. He killed her. Because she found out that she was on the wrong side of an unjust war.
No.
Remember I told you in the beginning, right? Because they didn't give us any real explanation onto why these two sides were fighting. And I'm telling you, I will not just jump on somebody saying, oh, these people are evil. No. I never will. I've never have done that. It's never been my character. I want to know exactly why the other side is evil, right? Then I want to see their side, why they think they're evil. What exactly are the two sides fighting for? The most important thing is to never be blinded by people saying, these people are evil. Why are they evil? Why? For what? How are they evil? Explain it. Right? Do you think that your culture is more important than their culture? They think the same about you. So are we talking about like some ideology, guys? Hopefully it's not that. Why exactly are we fighting? That's the reality of things, guys. Right? And that's why in the beginning I was like, I don't. Who are the bad guys? Guys, we know Ronan is Kree, and Ronan was a bad guy. All right? We learned that in Guardian of the Galaxy 1. Okay. You're saying that you're Kree. Okay, you're Kree. So then you are a bad guy. No.
Your people are terrible.
The core that she found would have powered a light-speed ship capable of carrying us to safety, a new home, where the Kree can't reach us.
Lawson always told us that our work of Pegasus wasn't to fight wars, but to end them.
And you were the most powerful person I knew. Way before you could shoot fire from your fists.
Something tells me that the father of the child specifically, it's not that he didn't want to be there. He didn't like her at all. Like, he couldn't stand her. I believe that just from what I'm encountering, guys. All right. Like, sometimes, you run into a situation where you think that you know someone and then you have a kid with them. I'm guessing. I'm just trying to forecast this. And then you find out the actual, the true morality of said person. And you like, I could never have a person like this in my house. Personally. I could never. I could never. I'm just being honest. Wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. It would never work. This is too much.
Your plan is to leave the atmosphere in a craft not designed for the journey, and you anticipate hostile encounters with a technologically superior foreign enemy. Correct?
That's what I'm saying. You have to go.
Monica.
You have a chance to find the coolest mission in the history of missions. And you're going to give it up to sit on the couch and watch Fresh Prince with me?
What?
I just think you should consider what kind of example you're setting for your daughter.
Listen, I know the time, the era that we were in here. Trust me, it wasn't Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was Living Single. Definitely. They're saying Fresh Prince because Fresh Prince was more widely known, I would say. But trust me, please believe me, it was the show Living Single. Not Friends, none of that other stuff. It was Living Single. 100%.
I know, Alex.
Guys, how exactly does this character... Like, listen, so we're like an hour and 20 minutes in. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly does this fit into the story. And the reason why I'm trying to point this out at least is because I still have yet to see actually what she can do. Yeah, she can kind of, plasma beam out of her fist, guys, but is that it? Guys, there has to be more. To
do it well.
Can you turn to a cat?
What's a cat?
What about a filing cabinet?
Why would I turn into a filing cabinet?
The Venus flytrap. I'll give you $50 right now if you turn to the Venus flytrap.
Switching engines from scramjet to fusion. Buckle up, folks.
Taking the back seat. We're here. Bars.
Hey, is this normal? Like space turbulence?
Pretty much.
Is that it? The core?
In her notes, she called it the Tesseract.
Tesseract. Okay. Yeah. Put the Tesseract in a lunchbox.
It's okay. It's okay. She's all right. She's a friend.
I am not gonna hurt you.
The only good man is an alien man.
She let me to you.
Them on your own.
Flurkin. Second time we've...
That thing's clearly busted.
Load the Flurkin onto the helium.
Right, of course, bro. Didn't you realize, bro? What kind of threat could a man have? None.
You're weak.
That sounds more like indoctrination.
You're flawed.
My name is Carol.
What happens when I'm finally set free?
Jesus, bro. Okay, hold on. I just need to... All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm soaking up the propaganda, guys.
What about you?
I'll buy you some time.
I'm picking you up now.
I wish we had an explanation on why that exists. What is it? Where did it come from? Okay. They found it in a super secret base.
Arm wrestle
Obviously.
for the Tesseract.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Good kitty.
What is this song, guys? Oh God.
Damn it, Goose. Pick a side.
Take them to the hangar too. We'll blast them all into space.
Deploy ballistic warheads. That's impossible. C-53 doesn't have a defense system advanced enough to destroy our warheads.
Something tells me I need to have like a long, lengthy conversation with my wife about this movie. All right. Something tells me that my official like review and response to this film is going to be interesting. Once this is over here, at least. Okay. Something tells me that that's probably what we need to do. I need to have her watch this.
Those bad guys still in there somewhere. Oh, mother!
You okay?
Yeah, it's just a scratch. No.
His eye.
Wait, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Post.
Like at any other time, I'd be like, you know what, this is just a normal scene, but based off of how the movie has gone so far, no, this is another message, right? Constant and consistent, like, messages.
So is it true that the Kree burned your eye out because you refused to give them the Tesseract?
I will neither confirm nor deny the facts of that story.
Okay.
Understood.
Because it's wrong.
I'm sorry to report that we still haven't found the Tesseract.
I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. We need to find more.
More weapons.
More heroes.
You think you can find others like her?
We found her and we weren't even looking.
I thought we bypassed the battery.
Well, we did. It's still plugged in. It just stopped.
Where's Fury?
Okay. That also kind of solidifies my theory here. They definitely rushed to this film. Okay. 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 Guys, all right, let's just mainly stick with the things that are good, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and point out the fact that the movie was filmed, obviously, astonishingly, top tier, top of its class. This is Marvel. You, for the most part, expect that, right, to exist. Now, I've never heard of Captain Marvel. I would like to know if this is a thing. Were there comics involved with this, guys? Like, is there source material that kind of backs it up, right? And if there is something or someone that has this type of power, right, like save the world power, like I beat every single hero type of power, then why has this person or entity never really been spoken about, right? Like, obviously, through just living, you hear about a lot of the Marvel superheroes, but for some reason, you never hear of Captain Marvel, guys. What's going on, right? Now, specifically, if it has this much power, right? Now, okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's get into it. This was not a very good movie. I don't believe so at all. I think that it felt lazy, very lazy at times, kind of relying on propaganda, basically, throughout the entirety of the film. It almost felt like they were trying to prove a point with the film more so than deliver a solid creation story, basically, right? Instead of just delivering a really good movie, they just decided to take the lazy way out. It feels rushed. And like nothing was flushed out. I have no reason why to really truthfully care about any of the characters that is encountered here. There are holes, it feels like. How she got her power makes no sense at all. like, was she special before this happened, guys? Because if so, what made her that special to be able to basically take the blast of the engine exploding, and then the force of power enough to move an engine at light speed? I want to know what exactly, how exactly, and why exactly that happened. I'm still left with questions after encountering like an origin story. Okay, and here's the thing. There's not a single thing in the world wrong with like a woman-led movie, bro, right? You just don't make it lazy, okay? Like, please don't make it like this. This is like the worst example of a movie I have probably ever seen in my entire life, guys. I have no idea. Well, I do know. I can forecast the this movie was almost exclusively marketed towards like modern day TikTok culture. That's what this feels like. It feels like this was specifically targeted for that, you know, that type of person. I would say I'm not one of those people, bro. So I watched this and I'm just like, okay, propaganda. Oh, more propaganda. Oh, more propaganda. All it is propaganda to me. And it's so disappointing, honestly, to like to know that this is the movie that is you know, somehow a part of the franchise, and this is easily the worst movie I've seen in the franchise. Okay, I'm not saying that the last Ant-Man was like the best one ever, right? But it feels like there's been a shift in their like in something has shifted in Marvel at this point. Okay, whatever this is, I don't think I thoroughly enjoy it. I do definitely hope that Endgame kind of picks back up. I know that's the next one watching, right? I hope that definitely picks back up, because as of right now, the last two movies have been kind of right? Is it just me thinking this here, guys? Again, absolute eye candy to look at, right? Beautiful, stunning movies, guys. But I just don't think either the writing has just completely just gone terrible, or they're focusing too much on irrelevant nonsense, right? They're not focusing on delivering a great product. More so, they're focusing on delivering like a propaganda message to the people, guys. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're trying to indoctrinate me into some type of cult or something. That's what this feels like to me. Right, and this is why I kind of, you know, like the last 5 or 10 minutes or so of the film, I blatantly said I need to have my wife watch this. I'm not going to say anything about the film. I just want her to see it, right? And then maybe we should have like a solid conversation about the film, right? Just so I kind of get like a woman's perspective, specifically a woman's perspective that is not specifically completely indoctrinated into the Western specifically way of doing things. I definitely need to understand the perspective of another outsider, guys. Right? I want to see it just so I can grasp it, because something tells me that my wife is going to have a very similar response to this film. It feels like propaganda. But we shall see. I'm going to see if she'll watch it, though. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys do want to see this full-length reaction, I'm not sure you guys actually do, but if you do, guys, it'll be on the second tier of Patreon, guys, if you want to see it. But all right, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day. Thoroughly.